Today I'm going to give you a short sermon to be in touch again by our daily daily divine inspiration. So today I will discuss you about you're seeking success, the leprosy of the modern soul. So introduction: the successful general with a deadly problem. So, the story of Naaman in 2 Kings chapter 5 presents us with a man who had it all. He was a great man before his lord, the general of the Syrian army. A person who had climbed to become the prime minister of one of the most powerful countries of the time. He had recognition, decorations, high esteem, influence, power, money, everything anyone could dream of. So this is the dream of Naaman. He was a general of the Syrian army, but he wanted to climb, so he wanted to be a prime minister, one of the most powerful countries of the time. Then he had a recognition, decoration, esteem, influence, money, everything and anyone could dream of. So, but there was a but in his life. He had a leprosy. So do you know what is leprosy? So leprosy is a kind of disease. So we will discuss it now. There was a bat in his life. So there was like having one of the most terrible cases of cancer you could imagine today. He had his life made perfect, but leprosy over the years, he would lose feeling in his fingers until he would fall off. He would accidentally bump into things and his nose would fall off his ears, and little by little his life would become consumed until become terrible spectacle. So this is the cause disease of leprosy. He will lose his feeling in his fingers, and he would also bump into things that his nose would fall into up, and his ears, and little by little his life would be consumed until it became terrible. So, you know, this is very dangerous kind of sickness if we have leprosy. So the parable of our time. Here I see the Naaman story serves as a parable about how vain it is to seek success at all costs, to pursue the race where I want to achieve success at any price, and success becomes the controls of my life. So parable how it is successful, it is vain to it is. The story serves as a parable about how to vain it is, success all costs. So race where I want to achieve success any price, and success becomes the controls of my life. So we are in the country of dreams. Any country which you are residing right now, the vast majority of us have come following the American dream. And what is that American dream but to have success? To achieve it, you have resources, money, and influence, a beautiful house, or several cars. When we see someone who achieves all these things, we say, how successful is that person? So but Naaman's story tells me that success as an idol doesn't pay well. So why? Because even if your idol doesn't pay well, because Naaman has leprosy, so that is a failure of Naaman. So the reality of modern success. So sooner or later, the stories of great artists and Wall Street financiers shows us the people can achieve all, but have a problem of figurative leprosy. So a lack of peace, fulfillment, and happiness. So a writer wrote during the crisis of the 90s. A writer wrote during the crisis of 90s. Of all topics and obsess us most, success is one of the most we lie about the most. We say the success and its cousin power will make us important. That success and its cousin fame will make us happy. the smartest, most capable, and successful people of our generations take very exaggerated risks, or maybe they didn't like what they saw at the end after achieving it. So there are different result if you will achieve in success. So some smartest, capable, successful take very exaggerated risks, and maybe didn't like what saw after they achieve it. So success doesn't work. As Naaman said, with all his pomp, medals, and money, with all, he brought 10 talents of silver, 6,000 pieces of gold, 10 changes of clothing. He went with everything to try to buy his healing. What would a person who has managed to reach those spheres do when they have a problem? They do whatever it takes, pay whatever it costs, go wherever necessary. Because of worshipping the pursuit of the success like a God makes us believe we can get anything with what we've achieved so far. But he ran into a reality. No one can buy God, no one can force God to do something he doesn't want to do. The prophets, so this is the problem of Naaman. He didn't run into reality. He did not run to God, but he ran into reality. So, upon achieving success, he was turning into leprosy because he did not have faith in God. So, but he ran into a reality. No one can buy God because he is so powerful. He has some money. He's a soldier he's a general of Assyrian army. So, but he ran into reality. No one can buy God. No one can force God to do something he doesn't want to do. So the prophet's message, divine simplicity. The prophet Elisha didn't even come out to receive him. So he sent word through a servant, go and wash 7 times in Jordan and you will be healed. So this is Prophet Elijah said, wash into the Jordan River, so he will be healed. But Naaman got angry. Are not the rivers of Damascus better than any river of Israel? So Naaman get murmur with Elijah. So why can't I wash in one of them and be healed? So he asked, why can't I wash in one of them and he be healed? So Naaman didn't understand the message. With God, no one can buy anything. To approach God, you need to understand that He is the God of grace and God who gives. The only thing you can do, humbling your pride, or is receive that what He gives. So you must be to approach God, you need to be understand that He is the God of grace. So the God who gives, the only thing you can do, humbling your pride and receive what He gives you. So the lesson of the servants. It was his own servants who told him, my Lord, if the prophet had told you to do something, wouldn't you have done it? How much more when he tells you, wash and be clean? So the lesson of the servants was his own servants told him, my Lord, if the prophet told you to do something, he wouldn't do it. And Naaman bowed his head, found the way, he dipped 7 times. So he dipped 7 times and came into the skin of a child. So this Naaman, he bowed his head and found a way, dipped 7 times and came out of the skin of a child. So all he had to do was go wash himself. So he followed the role of Elijah, then Prophet Elijah. Then he had all the wash go and wash it. He came into a skin of a child, so he get healed. He made his body young again, so like a child. So true success, so he only had to do was go himself. So true success, when Naaman returned grateful and surprised. So when Naaman feel grateful and surprised, so he told Elijah, now I know that there is no God in all the world except in Israel. So he said, I know that there is no God in all the world except Israel. From now on, I will never again present offerings to any other gods than the Lord. The idols that were in heart were finished. So this is what God is going to do with you and me. I pray for generations that is blessed by God, that does well, the prosperous finds its destiny, but is not controlled by the pursuit of success, to the power of service. In this story, there's a little Israelite servant who was torn from her father's arms and made a slave of Syria. She had every reason to hate and resentfully, but she learned that her master had a leprosy. She allowed herself to be used by God to tell him the path of healing. So, that in addition, a true success, when Naaman returned grateful, surprise. So idols were, this is what God is doing something. So the power of service, the little Israelites saved Syria and his sins. So this is the service of a servant. So now let's proceed. The little servant is example for all of us. We are not here to achieve success at all costs. We are here to be light for a culture that is losing faith. So that is a true success, the power of service. So we are not here to achieve success at all costs. We are here to be light of a culture that is losing faith. So final call. Where has your pursuit of success left you? What price are you paying? Who is paying the price? Your wife or your children or your health? When you are going to stop looking for what success cannot give, I invite you to put God at the center of success. Is doing God's will. Success is being what God designed you to be. You didn't come here to fulfill the American dream. You came here to be a light because there was one who, being owner of everything, became servant of all and came to die on the cross. Jesus Christ. The path to do is brokenness, grace, surrendering ourselves to do what others may find life. So that's all my discussion. So please like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below your clarifications, your verifications, because this is a good story that we tackle about the success is the leprosy and the modern soul. So the story of the Naaman is very moral lesson we can get, as he was general of the Syrian army. He want to become prime minister. So through success, the faith that we need to understand here, that we need to be in achieving as successful. You want to be an American, so American citizen. So you don't have to be like that as American citizens, but you must be a light to your path. So your presence place. So that is the true success, because you need to share your gospel and brought how Jesus came, how God die, sacrifice us to save us all. So this is the story, a prophecy and a sacrificial. And thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe for more videos, and stay tuned for my next. God bless.